I'm guessing you're here because you already know that measuring the engagement of your supporters is a key activity. And you might even have a hunch that the data needed to do that is already inside your Razor's Edge NXT environment. It's just that it's sometimes hard to calculate that on a regular basis and get it out to your team. Enter the engagement tile. The engagement tile is an automated visual way of doing that calculation on a regular basis, and then because it's actually a tile that sits on a constituent page, it's available to all your team without you having to do anything. So this is what we're looking at right now. This is the engagement tile itself. As you can see, it sits on a constituent page. It's designed to be obvious, it's designed to be visual, and it's designed so that any of your team just need to open up a constituent and they can see the engagement in that constituent. Now, this particular constituent has an engagement score of 67, and you can also see there's some breakdown there to show how that was arrived at. Now let me tell you a bit more about how the scoring is calculated. So we'll jump into the app itself, which as you can see is all still right inside of NXT. A couple of things I want to show you on here, starting with most importantly the scoring model there on the right. Now all of those scoring elements that you can see there, they are all based on an NXT list. And what that means is that anything you can put into an NXT list, you can score within engagement tile. Now, of course, that list then is completely unique to you because you know what an engaged supporter looks like to you. So you create those lists, you add them here as scoring elements, and what you end up with is a scoring model that scores your constituents and pulls out the ones that you know are the ones that are most engaged. And then, of course, once you set that up, that's it. You've done it, and the tile will go away, and it will calculate that automatically every week and push it out onto that constituent tile without you having to do anything. Couple more things to show you on this page. Down the bottom there is the engagement ranking. This allows you to set a range with a descriptive name, which makes it even more obvious to people who may not know whether 67 is good or bad. So if we look back onto John, we can see that he is a world changer and basically he is fantastic. Last thing to show you on here is that you can see on the top left there that the score each time it's calculated can be written back to a custom field, meaning that it's available for you to do further reporting on, potentially with other Razor's Edge data. Now, final thing to show you is this dashboard. So the dashboard shows you, it's built in to the tool. It shows you the top constituents, and it also shows you constituents that have moved up or moved down since the last scoring, which means, of course, they've become more or less engaged since the last scoring, and those are definitely people that you would want to communicate with. So basically, you know it's important. You've got the data. You just need a way of getting that out to your team and doing it without having to do any work once it's set up. That is what the engagement score can do for you. It'll give you a tile right there on a constituent page, and everybody can see who are the people that need to be communicated with.